Welcome to Lifelong Education's YouTube interview series as we journey with our guests to everyday presence through mindfulness and meditation. I'm your hostess, Linda Wright, for Lifelong Education, which is a Texas and federally chartered nonprofit educational institution. Lifelong Education offers transformational courses dedicated to fostering ethical education and integral human development for all ages and walks of life. We aim to empower individuals by providing innovative training and certification programs that address the needs of today's world while nurturing values that cultivate peace, expand human consciousness, and catalyze positive societal change. At times, we network and collaborate with other professional institutions and individuals in the development and teaching of our courses. One branch of lifelong education's coursework is stress management systems, designed to manage the stressors of life through mindfulness and meditation. All of us at any age feel stress from time to time. Stress management systems teaches about the body, mind, emotion connections and gives protocols that can be used daily to reduce the effects of stress. The mindfulness and meditation teachings offer choices of many exercises suitable for creating feelings of calm and clarity in the mind and the heart. Then the ground is fertile for heartfelt, creative solutions and ideas to flow and grow. You can use mindfulness and meditation protocols anytime and anywhere, when you're alone or when you're with others, such as at home with family, in schools, businesses, healthcare settings, out in nature, or in meetings. After the interview, stay tuned for Stress Management Systems professionally taught free mindfulness class offerings on Zoom, as well as reasonably priced internet courses. I'll be sharing more about our offerings and our website at the end of this interview. Our website is also listed in the captions below this video. By subscribing to our YouTube interviews, you'll receive notifications of future interviews. And now for the heart of our interview. I have the opportunity of interviewing folks from many walks of life who've experienced a wide range of stressors and learned how to manage them with tried and true mindfulness and meditation techniques. Today, our guest is María Luisa Mendoza, and she will be sharing how her stress management techniques in mindfulness and meditation have proven useful in her personal integral development, her expansion into spirituality, and in her busy life of co-managing a multifaceted business with her husband and grown children while now enjoying her grandchildren. In earlier years, María Luisa was a licensed elementary age school teacher. In 1977, she and her husband, Chewy, started as entrepreneurs. They moved to their current location in Austin, Texas in 1988, and today have a wonderful vegan Mexican food restaurant, fresh juice bar and healthy bakery, a yoga center, and a health food store that includes food supplements and an amazing collection of nutritional herbs. María Luisa is a longtime mindfulness and meditation practitioner, yoga and meditation teacher, natural health practitioner, and herbalist consultant. While developing their business, she and her husband raised 3 children who now, as adults, are involved in their thriving business, along with one of their grown grandsons. She and her family are devoted to helping humanity expand a healthy consciousness. Their business was awarded in 2008 as being the Texas Small Business of the Year. They were invited to the White House and honored by President George W. Bush at a dinner with the then president. On October 7th, 2025, Austin Legacy Business held a celebration recognizing Mr. Natural through a proclamation declaring October 7th of every year as Mr. Natural Day. And now meet our guest, Maria Luisa Mendoza. Okay, welcome, Maria Luisa. Well, I'm so glad to have you here on our interview series. And I have several questions I'd like to ask you about your journey in mindfulness and meditation. And on my first question, I want
Thank
to
you
ask,
for thank you for having me.
yes, I'm so glad you could be here. And on our first question, I want to ask you is, what is your view of stressors? And what were some techniques that you turned to earlier in your life that helped you develop higher human qualities physically, mentally, and emotionally?
Well, that's a very, very, very good question. Embraces so many things, as you were saying, to control the emotions throughout our life is not an easy task, but it can be mastered throughout the years. And we cannot be frustrated if we cannot achieve it at the first, because when we are very young, we have so many stressors thinking about what is going to be life like to us and what we are going to do, what is going to be our future. And we have plans, but those plans are changing constantly according to what the environment is offering you. So those stressors, they were part of the early times. And I remember that we start to do, well, besides the deep breathings, just to walk, to talk to someone that we love, to someone that we trust. But other techniques to help you, I discovered the yoga. I discovered the meditation. Later on, I discovered the yoga practice in action, but also the Kung Fu classes, the Tai Chi classes. Those classes came up to give us some sort of technique to control and to feel your own energy and to accommodate the feelings, accommodate the thoughts, accommodate the goals in our life, because that's where we are going always forward, looking for our goals.
Yeah, then that must have taken a great deal of discipline to do those kinds of things with the Kung Fu and the yoga. Must have helped you a
Yes.
lot with that personal discipline.
The discipline is very interesting because if we start to approach one discipline because we love it, at the beginning I was just in love doing the yoga or doing the meditation or relaxation. And then after that, having the sequence every week, I did like 3 times a week the yoga with the exercises, the breathing and stretching. Later on, I start to add the meditation once a week. But then you are getting the taste of everything. And then your body, your mind, your soul wants to keep doing again that practice. You have that feeling, and that helps you to keep center, because life is presenting us everyday challenges, to be stressed, to be expectative of something that is going to happen, and it might happen not in the way that you expected, but all that is controlled by the peaceful feeling that you already have, and then you smile and say, okay, it's not this way, then it should be the other way. That's one of the forms of thinking that it can have oneself when something is not coming out as I was thinking or expecting, and to adapt and to adjust to every situation according to the results. That's the most important thing. So we don't fight, we don't get more stress besides the action that we already have. The adjustment to the moment, to the place, to the situation, to the language. Everything is a challenge, but it's very well taken when we have this discipline of practicing the yoga, the focus, being more in ourselves, being more inside of our own thinking and expectations. So it gives us some energy to keep forward. Mhm.
Did you have any special early success in meditation that really encouraged you to go deeper into meditation practices? Some people talk about the light, and did you have any like early success that just kept you going with it too, that inspired you
Yes.
to?
Yes, Linda. Of course, when I had my meditations, the beginning, it was just to calm down and to breathe and to be quiet. But then later on, when we develop a little bit more of the practice, then I start to have this sensation of fullness. And it's like you are one with everything. That's amazing. And then when you have that floating feeling without being aware of that, just there, that's another success in that kind of meditation. And when I had these visualizations of light and that feeling of full peaceful, being so peaceful inside. And that sensation after we finish the meditation, that's another level of feeling very well. The wellness is alive, and it has the result of the focusing and doing the breathing exercises and controlling your body of no moving or stirring up. When I meditate, I like to be just quiet and peaceful and breathe and let whatever is going to happen in that moment. But
Mm.
if I meditate in one idea, well, that can be giving me different forms of what I was meditating. But just to be one with everything, one with God, one with the highest, is amazing. It's
Mm.
amazing, totally amazing.
That sounds so inspirational. Wonderful experience.
It
Um,
is.
what do you consider as some of the important practices that you've learned in mindfulness and meditation, and why do you consider them so important? Say a couple of the really important practices that are a basis or a foundation.
Well, in mindfulness, what it brought to me the reminder of being here and now, in the here and the now. I am here, and this is what I'm doing. And right now, I'm enjoying this talk. I'm enjoying this interview. I'm enjoying to give my experience and this interview. But also, if I am eating, I enjoy better my food. And it's so good that I remember one day I was eating a peach and I was just giving thanks to nature, to God, to the elements, the air, the sun, the soil, the water, how they can be in just one fruit. And then I can enjoy it. And it's nourishing me. It's giving me vitamins. It's giving me fiber. And it's giving me the feeling of being full, but also eating something very healthy made by nature. And I was thinking this mindfulness thinking is taking me to another level. I can enjoy and give thanks to God for every bite of food that I have, or the moment with one person that I enjoy so much. It's just, oh, how good that we had this time to talk, or being in a place where I was planning to go. It's just like, oh, how beautiful the place it is. And it's having that feeling deeper of being thankful.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Gratitude's so important. Um,
Mhm.
I in your everyday practices, in everyday situations, um, we all have our own particular mindfulness or meditation technique that's just really kind of our go-to. For instance, with myself, I love to do the deep breathing. And because if I do deep, even breaths, I can calm myself down, I can center myself, I can feel myself again. It takes away the worry, the fear, the anxiety, and it helps me feel so centered. And so that's really been my go-to. I can do it anywhere. Nobody notices I'm doing it. And I can do it
Exactly.
group, I can do it by myself. And I found that that's really my go-to for everyday types of stressors. What is your one of your go-tos that you do that for everyday kind of situations that arise?
Well, as you said, I agree with you. When I have a situation that they are out of my hand, the only thing that I have right now and right there is the breathing. Deep breathings and let go whatever stress is coming out of the situation. And I can see that it's effective immediately at the instant. And the breathing has been for me a key in my daily life. When I was having my babies with the natural birth, my breathing was the best. So that gave me energy, the prana. I was reading before, I was taught about these classes, how to do it and learning intellectually. But when we take them to the practice, it's amazing.
Mhm.
And never leaves me the deep breathings and letting go whatever is stressing me out. So then I can think clearly, because if we have a reaction without that energy in the brain, we may have a big mistakes. That's for sure.
Yes, I did the Lamaze training when I had my own children, and we did the deep breathing. And I didn't realize at the time that that was actually something I could do in my everyday life. And it was later that I learned you can do this anytime and anywhere and really refined it. So yeah, that's just a real go-to. I think we both have found. Uh,
Yes, sometimes in life we can have situations with customers, with the family, the issues they can come up, and we are taken off guard about them. And my savior, my survival is the deep breathing.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, now um what about situations where there's a trauma in a life, something that is of a would be considered to be a more serious type of challenge in your life than just the everyday stressors. Is there something that you do to handle those kinds of events?
Well, yeah, we are never avoiding that happens. And the first thing is to stay calm and helping with that thinking, with that in mind, we calm down. After that, just to remember what to do. And the first thing after that is coming the breathing. And then thinking that something good is coming along the way after this situation. And be open for that is the best thing, because we cannot change everything around us. We cannot control nobody. If we do not control our own way to be, how can we control the rest? It's impossible. So the best thing is to keep the self control.
Mhm. Yes, and you mentioned too the idea of don't deny the stressors, it's just accepting them and doing the deep breathing and learning to accept life as it is and flow with it. So, yeah, that's having that attitude is so important, along with the techniques to help you center yourself, such as the deep breathing.
I remember long ago this situation at the public service with a customer. I had a young lady working with me, and we had a very hard time one. And after I finished that talk, this young girl, she palmed my shoulder and she said, Señora Luisa, I'm so sorry you don't know how to fight. I said, I am not here to fight. She said, but how you do it? I don't know. In my case, I can be out of control. I said, that's not me. No, I can't. But she was like having like a little kid, or I don't know how to take it, but she was like palming. Mm, life is a surprise.
Yes. Yes. And and the more that we're able to be calm, it helps calm other people down and they appreciate it. So, um, now how would you say that your life has changed with mindfulness and meditation?
Well, now I am more contemplative, but also very grateful. I think those feelings are coming with the years and so many experiences at a time. And the only thought that remains is that I am not perfect, nobody else is perfect, and we are getting along the way. I have my own ways to work within me and others people too. So I cannot expect everybody else to be very in the way that I am. No, everyone is as how it is and is their own right. And mine is just to learn according to the experiences that I'm having in a daily basis. So it's okay. We are all in the same path of evolution and changing and improving our lives. I think we all look for the best according to our order of ideas that we have about life.
What a peaceful way to live too. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's nice.
Thank
Um,
you.
what would you recommend to the listeners?
I would recommend to look always for learning in a very studied, methodic way, how to control, how to improve, because life is like a mystery. We never know what is going to happen. But if we learn how to develop ourselves as a persons, one is the intellectual part from the schools, universities, books, reading. Another one is the social activities that we have, the social socialization of groups. It gives us the challenge of being in the middle of everybody else ways to be. So then we can learn how everybody else is and accept their differences of culture, of color, of thinking, or religion. All that is giving us like a broad view of the world. And but it's so important to keep focus on ourselves and see inside what I like to have in this life. How do I want to become? How good? What is the positive challenges that I have to achieve? Or what is the negative sides that we need to control or to improve? That is a very good amount of work for oneself. so,
Yes.
so this school is giving the opportunity to see to ourselves and then to be in the world. So to take classes like a personal development, mindfulness help us to be more grateful and appreciative of life.
So, are there any other remarks that you'd like to share with our listeners before we close our interview?
I wish that we all go little by little improving our lives so then we can have this planet, our house, our home in a better situation for the future generations. We need people who will come with more bright ideas for the improvement of the environment, of the peace in the world, of the food intake habits for the people in the world to be more efficient and more productive in their own points of where they live, where they think, to be productive in a positive way towards to the improvement of the planet.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Maria Luisa. And I think your remarks are wonderful. And I'd like to share with our audience what lifelong education has to offer in terms of our free mindfulness sessions that we're offering, and also a robust course. And so, listeners, please stay tuned. We're going to have a slide program, very brief slide program that can give you an idea of what Lifelong has to offer so that you too can experience the joys of stress management and mindfulness and meditation, as Maria Luisa has told us about. So thank you again, and until next time, Maria Luisa.
Thank you very much.
Adios.
Adios.
Warm hugs. Okay. Welcome to our mindfulness course offerings. Now, one of our offerings that we have with lifelong education is Simply Sit, and we invite you to join us and experience everyday presence with Simply Sit. These are weekly guided mindfulness practices on Zoom. They're on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and each practice is guided by a trained professional. These can help you move from a life of just surviving to that of thriving more, because you'll be able to easily learn and integrate these practices into your everyday life. Imagine being able to do these in the comfort of your own home or out in nature, at a park, anywhere, whenever needed. Subscribe to Simply Sit sessions on our website at lifelong-ed.org and receive Zoom notifications of the ongoing free weekly mindfulness lessons. Our second offering is for those who would like to dive deeper into stress management, mindfulness, and everyday presence. This robust online 9-week affordable course is taught by trained professionals beginning in late January of 2026. After an introductory lesson, the additional 8 lessons provide guided mindfulness exercises to develop and deepen your practice. Included in the course is interactive sharing, question and answer opportunities, and audio guides for your at-home practice. An information article and details about the courses are on our website at lifelong-ed.org. Those who subscribe to our channel will receive notifications of new guest interviews regarding their journeys to everyday presence. Our guests include teachers, college professors, business entrepreneurs, AI engineers, healthcare professionals, parents, grandparents, and others from many walks of life. Visit our website at lifelong-ed.org for our YouTube interview and detailed course information, articles, new and old, and updates. The website is the place to sign up for our free weekly Zoom meditations and our seminars. Refer to the caption box area below the video and audio title for our website address and other pertinent information. Join me in our next interview with a new guest who has journeyed into the expanded richness of everyday presence. So for now, adios until next time, and warm wishes for your wonderful journey into everyday presence.